What is up, YouTube? My name is Isaiah Barlow. Bitcoin is still to the moon. The stock market is still going crazy. And now Joe Biden is trying to spy on our accounts for 600 bucks. More on today with your boy. What is up, YouTube? My name is Isaiah Barlow. I'm a videographer by trade and a jack of all trades, master of some by night. And if you guys don't know who I am, I basically do YouTube videos here and basically do them on financial literacy. So if you guys like what I rock with on this channel, I talk a lot about stock market stuff and a bunch of other things that are going on in the market. Hit that like button for your boy. It first helps out this video, and also hit the subscribe button and the bell notification for all my new videos. It really helps out the channel. But anyways though, guys, let's get into the topic for today, which is of course Joe Biden and this new American Families Plan, as well as is he spying on our $600. So to give you guys a little bit of the background of how I stumbled upon this, I was surfing the internet as usual on Instagram, TikTok, all those other things, and of course I'm on the small businesses pages, and that's probably where I really much reside. And I start seeing videos on how Joe Biden's gonna be spying on our money all the time for 600 bucks at least, and a bunch of people freaking out saying that this is a problem, I can't believe this is happening, etc., etc. Just crazy comments all over the area. But instead of talking about a bunch of opinions, let's get to the nitty-gritty facts before anything. So before we get to my opinion and my thoughts, let's run through an article from Forbes that explains what is going on. So Johnny, let's get that article on the screen ASAP. Let's go. Blam. President Biden announced the American Families Plan today, which is designed to grow the middle class and expand benefits of economic growth to all Americans. The American Families Plan includes a lot to like, no matter what side of the aisle you are on. By any measure, the amount of benefits being proposed is staggering, which begs the question, how will we pay for all this? And it is by increasing IRS enforcement, by increasing reported obligations from financial institutions, by raising taxes on the wealthy. Each aspect of this plan is worthy of its own column. This column will focus what a senior administration official called one of the significant steps designed to make sure that taxpayers are paying the taxes they already owe. Increase reporting obligations for financial institutions. Of course, we're going to scroll down a little bit. I don't want to go through the entire article with you guys, but it also goes down and basically says that, simply put, the American Families Plan calls for banks and other financial institutions to report more than just a taxpayer's interest earned, capital gains, and losses. Banks and other financial institutions would also be required to report an aggregate account for outflows and inflows, so basically your deposit and your withdrawals. The article also then goes down to say, and I quote, "As things stand today, most taxpayers don't have an obligation to report how much money they have in their bank accounts, how much they deposited, or how much they withdrew. Self-employed taxpayers, who, like all Americans, self-report their income and deductions to the IRS, are on the honor system. W-2 wage earners, on the other hand, have the amount of their wages reported to the IRS on their behalf. The IRS lack of information about the balance of the business bank account, how much was deposited, and how much was withdrawn also allows the self-employed taxpayer to lie or make an honest mistake about gross receipts or gross revenue." Simply put, the article then also talks about how this could possibly be an issue when it comes to like large sums of money. Like if you were saving for a house and you had that like in one account and you moved it to another, and then the IRS might report that, or the bank might report that to the IRS saying that, hey, there's a large sum of money moved from one to the other, even though that money might have already been taxed, such as like, you know, you were saving 20% for a house or maybe for a car, etc. Now, this article also comes from a very soft-handed perspective. It doesn't necessarily come at a lot of perspective that the internet and social media was coming at. So let's also talk about where this $600 is coming from, because a lot of people are saying $600, $600, $600. Now, the real question is, what was that number and where is it coming from? And I also found the complete source from the IRS for you guys. By the way, from the IRS, there is a fact sheet. Let's get that on the screen, Johnny. Blam. It is a common misconception that if a taxpayer does not receive a Form 1099, or if the income is under $600 per payer, the income is not taxable. There is no minimum amount that a taxpayer may exclude from gross income. So basically, on a 1099, if you make any more money, or if your business creates more money than $600 or $600 at most, it is required to be reported by the IRS. Okay, it is required. That's where that $600 floating number comes from. Okay, so let's address some of these rumors that were going around and what people were saying about this whole situation about Joe Biden. Oh my goodness, I can't believe he was doing this. Who did we elect? I didn't vote, so I didn't care about this at all. See, Trump was better. Let's break down what is actually the rumors. The first rumor I saw was people are going to be audited way more. And to a degree, that is true if you are not already filing your taxes properly. If you already know where money came in, money is left, where you spent money, etc., you won't be really fearful of this idea, okay? There's no point of being scared about, oh, there's gonna be more audits. Well, no, there could be more audits, but the truth of the matter is you should already be structured in how your business is ran in terms of your finances and your record keeping. And by the way, y'all, Uncle Sam's money is not the money to play with. Let's be very real. Uncle Sam's money is the last money you want to play with. You can play with almost anybody's money on this planet, but Uncle Sam's money, they're gonna get their money, okay? But the real question is, what are my thoughts about this entire situation after we've addressed these rumors? What are Isaiah's final thoughts about this whole American family plan and everything that's happening with Joe Biden? Is he spying on our money? Why should I be afraid, etc.? How do I feel? And to give you my first thought is no scratch off my back. As a business owner, as a person with his LLC under sole proprietorship, I do not and am not afraid of how he is monitoring or saying that the banks can report this amount of money to the IRS. The reason why is because I took the liberty originally, right when I decided to open my business, to keep track of every dime I get. I am very, 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 very serious on Uncle Sam's money, okay? We all know that they're going to come after you the second they see there's $1 in your pocket. So I have made sure I have tracked every dollar that is coming to my account or coming to my pocket when it comes to my videography and marketing business particularly. Okay, so the first thing I did was I realized, no, Isaiah, you need to file and record keep every dollar you receive. I also took the time to record keep every dollar I spend from my account, okay? I decided to always make sure that I'm investing into my business constantly. So a lot of my money goes towards camera equipment or software that might be used for the business. And because of that, I realized that is particularly a tax write-off for myself, okay? So I'm not really worried about $600 being spied on if 600 of those dollars are gonna be used for software or maybe camera equipment, a new gimbal, etc., etc. I'm not worried about it then. I'm worried about it if I'm just spending it frivolously through everywhere else and taking trips that don't need to be necessary for a business write-off, okay? But what I'm getting at, y'all, is know your tax codes and tax laws for your specific business, not for everybody's business. You don't have to always put your car under your business, because if you're I would just say if you are a caretaker, if you're a person that does caretaking or daycare, etc., and that's your business, you really don't need to have your car as a business, right off. You really don't. You might just be inheriting a loss and then be having problems in the future when it comes to getting loans, etc. And by the way, to know more about your tax codes and tax laws for your business, I would suggest getting a licensed CPA, i.e. William V. Thompson, the guy who actually runs Bridging the Gap with me, and particularly the podcast that I direct. I would say go to someone like him or someone that you know, or H&R Block, whatever you go, Jumpin' Jack Tax. I want to support Donnell Prince, that guy. But go to these places that do tax preparation and know the tax codes and tax laws, so you can know what's specific for your business. Because at the end of the day, you should probably know what's for your business and what you can write off and what you can't, okay? And last and finally not least, there is no reason for any business owners that run a business to be afraid of this $600 thing, okay? There is no reason. If you are already a business owner and you have an entity, you've licensed it through your state or whatever, you should already be properly filing and organizing, having business accounts, etc. for your business. You should not be afraid of this. This should just be something that you say, oh, really? They're monitoring me? Didn't know that, but I guess that's cool. Because at the end of the day, you are already filing. You are already putting stuff into organization. You're already saying that this is a structure that I know how I'm going to do it. This should not be any skin off your back, and you should not be worried about this at all. Because let me just be honest, y'all, they already track us through our phones, through everything else we do, through gaming, whatever you do, they already track you. They're probably watching this video. They already track you, okay? So there's no reason to be worried about another dollar being tracked. Because at the end of the day, if you are a proper business owner, you're already filing taxes, you already know how to use the tax codes and laws to your advantage and not your disadvantage, you should not be worried about this situation at all. It should just be another bit of information that you received on another normal, Tuesday or Wednesday, whatever day you got it. Anyways, though, you guys, my name is Isaiah Barlow. I hope I could kind of alleviate some stress from you if you're a business owner. But let me know how you guys feel about this whole entire Americanized family plan. If you guys disagree with it, you disagree with what I'm saying, leave that in the comment section. I am no problem to hate or frustration or irritation, because at the end of the day, you're a human. You got whatever going on for you. But let me know down in the comment section below. My name is Isaiah Barlow. Leave a like on your boy's video and subscribe. I will see you guys in the next one for more information. Peace.